protest tonight over gay rights within a suburban school. A new anti-discrimination policy in the Gray School District has angered many in Rochester's gay community. News Source 13's Patrice Walsh was at the school board meeting tonight. She joins us now live with the latest. Patrice?
Mary, the latest is that board meeting continues as we speak right now. Behind me, it has been a long night for everyone. Speakers waited more than 2 hours to talk to the board, and only a few of the gay and lesbians who signed up actually got that chance to speak to the board. Now, one who did is Paul Vignette. He's a 1985 grad of Greece Athena High School. Vignette grew emotional as he talked about the need for the district to protect gay students from discrimination.
Current policy gives a green light to bigots and gives a green light to bigots. As a lifelong resident of the town of Greece and a 1985 Greece Athena, I challenge you to review this policy tonight, not tomorrow. Thank you.
There's no discrimination in this district that I'm aware of. I have not received a single complaint of discrimination, and we do get complaints when there's an unfair treatment of employees or students, and there has been no complaints. So I would say there is probably not as much of an issue as it's being made out to be.
Now, board member Giardino, whom you just heard from right now, has received death threats because of this issue. He admits as a Christian he doesn't consider homosexuality to be acceptable, but says he would never discriminate against anyone. Now, the board also says the vote not to include sexual preference in the anti-discrimination policy was unanimous. They do not feel that it's necessary at this time. Of course, the gays and lesbians at tonight's meeting disagree, and they feel it's time for the district to rethink its decision. Mary?
Patrice, I understand this wasn't the only issue that people were concerned about tonight in Greece.
That's right, budget cuts. Teachers, parents, students protested the cuts, which are going to mean cuts in programs as well as teaching positions. A hot issue, a very emotional issue here tonight, and one we're going to be hearing a lot more of probably in the coming weeks.
Okay, Patrice Walsh with 13 Live. Thanks for the report tonight.
Well, there's a call for tougher discipline.
It was not business as usual at tonight's meeting of the Greece School Board. Gay rights and proposed budget cuts were sharing the spotlight. Nighttime reporter Lynette Adams joins us live in the newsroom to fill us in. Lynette?
Well, Gabe, hundreds of people turned out to the Greece Apollo Middle School hoping to give the school board a piece of their minds, but they were surprised by what happened. The board pushed the public hearing almost to the end of the meeting, and they gave a total of 30 minutes for everyone to speak out. People packed this meeting of the Greece School Board. Parents, teachers, students, and members of the local gay community. People turned out to voice concerns and outrage over the superintendent's proposed budget cuts. Members of the gay community turned out in force to silently protest the district's current equal opportunity policy.
The current state of the non-discrimination clause, which does not include sexual orientation or the term sexual preference, is leaving the door open for hatred, bigotry, and ignorance.
The gay community has criticized the school board for omitting sexual orientation in its equal opportunity employment policy. School board member Robert Guardino, who has been vocal about his Christian beliefs, has been blamed by gay rights activists. But Guardino and other board members defended him.
Mr. Guardino's religious beliefs had absolutely nothing to do with this board's decision to adopt these policies.
Elimination of entire programs like home and careers, elementary counselors, librarians, and transportation for intramural sports come at a time when family values should be emphasized, not diminished.
Board members also heard from angry parents who are concerned about the quality of their children's education. The superintendent's proposed budget would cut programs and teachers.
I talked my children into buying a house in Greece for an excellent education. I'm not sure she's going to get it now.
The superintendent defends his proposed cuts, saying they are as far away from students as possible, and he says it's the only way to balance the budget now that the state is cutting back. Gabe?
Arlena, thank you very much, and let's go through some of those cuts that the...
Good evening, I'm Bob Kirk.
I'm Liz Vega. A huge turnout tonight for the Greece School Board meeting as it tackled two controversial issues.
Well, hundreds came out to hear what the board had to say on budgetary items and the issue of gay rights. News Channel 8's Pete Gallivan is in our newsroom with the story. Pete?
Well, Bob, in December, the Greece School Board passed an anti-discrimination policy, but it's drawn criticism from gay rights advocates, upset because it does not formally protect students or employees from discrimination based on sexual orientation. The issue was forefront at tonight's school board meeting. Ironically, one item on the agenda was the screening of the district video, Human Diversity, a video which doesn't address sexual orientation.
We're everywhere in the community, and it's not a really big deal, but we do deserve to have our rights protected.
About 50 gay rights advocates turned out in response to the district's decision to exclude sexual orientation from their new anti-discrimination policy.
We know that they're leaders in their community, and we want them to have the opportunity to take some leadership around this issue. We're talking about equal rights.
But district officials say that's not a case of them ignoring the issue.
I checked with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and with the New York State Division of Human Rights and found that neither organization had any legal definition of sexual preference or sexual orientation, had no jurisdiction in the matter according to them.
And some residents agree with them.
I listened to the school board and what they said, and I feel that the sexual preference is not an issue at all because it's not defined.
But a good bulk of the people here, while feeling diversity is a major issue, hope the issue of the budget and potential cuts come first.
The programs that affect the kids are the programs that need not to be cut back. There are plenty of other areas to be cut back. With proper community input, we can make it happen.
There's budget problems in the school district that needs to be focused on besides this.
And Greece school officials are predicting more than 60 job cuts because of funding reductions from Albany. So while diversity is an issue, so are cost-cutting measures and a blueprint for the future. Bob?
All right, thanks, Pete. The Greece school budget proposal will come before voters in June.
Professional soccer.
Minutes. Maalox, the first choice for hospitals, the fast choice for you.
In Salt Lake City today, gay rights and community values. The local school board has voted to ban all extracurricular organizations, those clubs that meet after school. It is an extraordinarily unusual step, and ABC's Tom Foreman reports that the move was designed to prevent homosexual students from forming their own club.
Supporters of gay rights marched on the school board meeting intent on defending their plans for a high school club, which they say would have promoted better relations between gay and straight students.
The aim is to let homosexual students know that they are worthy as people and they deserve the same chance at life as the rest of society.
But it was not to be. After a 6-hour meeting, board members who could not legally bar just the homosexual club said they would instead ban all organizations not directly connected to school curriculum.
We felt strongly that we did not want to have a gay-lesbian club in our schools. Therefore, we were forced to make this decision.
Under the new rule, sports teams would stay because they are already legally considered part of the educational program. But the chess club, the debating team, and many others will be gone. Today, some students were stunned.
There's a lot of kids at school that are against it,
while some parents rejoiced.
We're happy that the adults here acted like adults, and they said to these young people, we're here to protect you, and we're not going to allow an immoral and illegal club on your campus.
Gay rights groups say they will fight to reverse this rule before it can go into effect next fall, but that fight is already getting bigger. Other school districts are considering similar measures, and there is even a state law in the works. Tom Foreman, ABC News, Salt Lake City.
In Washington today, there was an important hearing that could change how quickly new drugs get to Americans who need them. Congress wants the Food and Drug Administration, which approves 1/3 of every new product Americans buy, to speed up its job. Here's ABC's George Strait.
The drug industry and its allies in Congress say the slow pace of the FDA's approval process costs thousands of lives and millions in profits.
A bed sheet, 476 days.
Many are outraged that the agency even delays action on things that are in no way life-threatening.
The manufacturer came up with a superior product to put on a bed sheet on a hospital bed. 476 days it languished in your agency.
The Senate committee displayed the 200,000 pages of documents needed to get just one drug to treat bone marrow diseases approved.
We not only have to weigh the lives we save by a thorough review process, we have to weigh the lives that we lose because of ineptness, because of bureaucracy.
Commissioner David Kessler fought back. It's not ineptness, it's concern for safety.
For we do not want to compromise existing public health protection.
In fact, under Kessler, the average approval time for drugs has gone from almost 3 years in 1987 to only a year now. Currently, the agency must act on drugs within a year. The new bill would shorten that time to 6 months. If the agency fails, an industry-led review board would take over and regulate the drug. Kessler says that would be a disaster.
People are going to sign off on drugs and lower the standards.
In many ways, the FDA is a victim of its own success. It's been approving new drugs to treat diseases like AIDS and cancer within a few months. Now, many in Congress are insisting that the agency do the same for all drugs and devices. George Strait, ABC News, Washington.
Now, here's a controversial new idea for health care: your medical records on the internet. In a moment.
Looks good, huh?
Spaghetti?
Not now.
Salad? Now?